Alright, yes, this. Hello everybody and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We're in disguise. Hello, you're into spooky music, I know. How's it going? Nice to see you. Come on in. We're just getting started. So, right. We're still in the middle of a side quest. We're doing Love, Death, and Cordona. So, I believe... this is the one with the general's son who was getting... this is for the guy standing outside the manor. This is the one for the general's son who was being blackmailed, and it turned out actually was lured out and murdered by someone who used a dagger with that emblem on it, which we found out was from this Ottoman house, the House of Hassan. Very influential house in the city, and it turns out Jailan, the daughter of the house, was in a relationship with the victim, and they were seemingly getting ready to run off together, and the dad wasn't happy about it. We found a letter from him being like, they have their way, we have ours, and between the three, between those pillars of society, this place runs well. Don't fuck around with it. In other words, get back to work, stop seeing that girl. It's Romeo and Juliet, basically. Sherry has a weird hobby. I know he does, right? But look, I'm not gonna yuck another man's yum. You woke up at 2 a.m, you're in tea? No! Even earlier than your Anna. I know. Oh dear. Anyway, we found out though that they were planning to meet up. We were supposed to wear this scarf, which we found on him. We cleaned the blood off of it, and we're supposed to dress as an Ottoman woman. And the servant at the back here, who wouldn't talk to us before, will apparently let us in if we dress like this. We're literally dressed like her. We could actually knock her out and pretend to be her, but we won't.
You are expected. Quickly, coming.
Alright, so we'll see where this goes.
My love, oh, I'm so...
No, sorry. Don't make it awkward.
Answer me or I'll call for help.
You will do no such thing, Jalen. We both know it.
How do you know my name? And why are you wearing this scarf? What has happened?
A flood of questions,
He
but
dead.
I only have one answer. Mark Ridley is dead.
No, this cannot be. You're lying. Tell me you're lying.
Keep your voice down, miss. I don't have time for a lady's hysterics. Mark has been murdered, and I believe that the murderer is part of this house.
No, it was a secret. We were meeting. How could anyone find out?
The truth always comes out one way or another, but enough of this. Tell me, have you seen anything suspicious here?
No, I heard the servants talking about blood near the main entrance, but I didn't think... This is too much for me. I can't.
Why did you have to be so mean to her?
I wasn't mean. Now is not the time for pity.
I'm
Is that
just,
you,
you know,
or your reptilian
I'm just
brain?
saying it how it is. Don't be a hater.
I'll be right here.
Yeah. Alright, heard the servants talking about blood near the main entrance. Okay. Had a stressful last 15 minutes of work. People suddenly wanted 3 GB to be downloaded, virus checked, and put on the repo ASAP. Oh no. And because you're off until Monday. Ooh. So it was like one of those, ooh, quick before you go, do this. Are they not capable of running their own virus scans? That's kind of weird.
A bloody trail. Let's see where it leads.
But I suppose if they want a job done right, you know, it's like, yeah, but it's got to be done correctly. They're not allowed. So it's a procedure thing then. They're not allowed to. It's like, no, this is this person's job. They do it, not you, to make sure it's all done correctly. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, okay, that's the door. Like, that is the door. Okay, so... Ooh, hello. I see... laundry.
A pile of fresh clothes. How convenient.
And some not-so-fresh clothes.
All soaked in blood. Well, a fresh shirt is as good a lead as any.
So, think you can identify the killer on the first try?
Do you doubt me?
Okay, so this is John's little quest, right? So we found a blood-soaked shirt near a basket with clean laundry, changed into fresh clothes. Identify the killer on the first try. Well, we know the killer was wounded. The blood on there isn't all from the actual general's son. Are there any other clues in here that we can have, though? Doesn't look like it. What are you looking at, John?
Do you think they'd mind if I washed my shirt? I haven't changed in days and I'm starting to smell.
I wonder what an imaginary friend smells like. Whatever we imagine, I suppose. IT at my company blocked all kinds of external influence. I'm even surprised I can download pictures. Like my credentials only have write rights to all folders in the company. We have 4 principal and 2 of them need to have special ingest rights. Gotcha, right, okay.
I'm busy.
A woman? But we're looking for a man.
What?
You
No,
said so yourself.
I was just gonna talk to... Oh, for God's sake. I was just gonna talk to her. I didn't realize that would trigger the fucking... Oh, you're accusing that person? No, I'm not accusing them. God damn it. Smells like a gin and tonic. He's a Brit. Hey, I'm not gonna complain at that. That's a decent smell. I do like a gin and tonic. Well, I screwed that up. Again, didn't I do that like early in the game as well? Like that was the case. That was the first case, right? At the beginning, like, yeah, let's have a look. Where was it? Where was it? Oh, I haven't ticked all of these off. I really dislike markers of like, this is unread, and it's like, but I did it already. You should mark it as read. Was it the Ghost of the Past case? Yeah, the stolen ring. There was a challenge from John where it was like, do this on the first try. And I just went and tapped something. I'm like, oh, what's this over here? Click, and he's like, no, that's not right. You failed. And I'm like, I wasn't trying to succeed yet, idiot. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, well, never mind then. I wasn't trying to freaking accuse the person on the first try. I thought I could just talk to them. Let's have a look. Are you... dirty clothes, friendless? Yeah, whoever is going to have clean clothes, obviously. I mean, there's this guy standing around here like, oh, God, my head. Yeah, did you bash your head against a table? Wounded. And affable. He's wounded, then. Is that it? Just these 3 people? Out of a list of 3 people, I went and started speaking to the first one and failed the damn challenge. There is someone up there as well. Can I get up there? Or am I just stuck down here? I can get up there, yes. A coconut coffee today. Coconut coffee, wow. I've never heard of that before. Well, this guy's blind, so... unless he's Matt Murdock, I don't think he was killing people and then jumping out of towers. And even then, Matt Murdock does not kill people. He is the Batman of Marvel Universe. You don't cross that line, except in the TV show when he does and hurls a dude off a fucking roof. But in fairness, he knows that guy can come back to life, so in reality... well, he won't because Stick slices his head off, but still... I don't think Matt had any way of knowing that. Oh, did I just go out? So that's the way out. Shit. Okay. Sorry, I'm not done. I'm going back in. So how was it, the coconut coffee? It's from a creation of Does This Go Together? Shrug. Now it will. Was it using coconut milk? I'm guessing, right? Or cream coconut? Ooh, we can go through here. Ah, in here as well. I gotta look around everywhere, just in case. Because this game can be a bit of a dick. It's obviously the wounded guy over there, but is it meant to be the obvious choice? Or are we supposed to really explore? So I can't face plant into any of these doors. That seems to be my only options. Batman and Daredevil don't kill themselves, but they force their victims to die from stress over medical bills. True. Yeah. If they were in the UK, they'd be like, oh, thank God for the NHS. Although I don't know right now. They might be like, oh, shit. I've got to go through that system that the Conservatives literally butchered and fucked up over a decade of malpractice and mismanagement. And it was coconut milk, like condensed or normal? Yeah, like, was it like, oh, if you know, like if you made it yourself. But yeah, that's interesting. Coconut and coffee. So, and it was absolutely delicious if you have a sweet tooth. Interesting. I'm not a big coconut fan, but with other stuff it can be quite nice. I might want to try that. Observe. Oh boy. Hand over face, consumed by guilt or stress. Okay. I don't think... Oh, look at that. He's also got an empty knife sheath. His knife is missing. Excuse me, sir. Did you leave your knife in the pillar of knives by any chance? I think I've seen it if you'd like it returned. We have abrasions and bruises. Hands are shaking, cuts and scrapes. Can I go all the way down to the feet? What would be the point of that? Sherlock, meanwhile, is literally crouching right in front of this guy going, what? And this guy's just sat there like, what is going on with this guy? I see marks as well. Signs of a struggle. Hives. Dude's allergic to murder, apparently. Yeah, so the abdomen. Oh, yeah, there we go, look. Sliced in the abdomen, oozing through a bandage. I actually drank coffee with real thick condensed milk, not coconut milk, but it was kind of nice. Not sure my package just read coconut milk, I guess normal. So it's like the kind of stuff you would get in a can then, where it's pretty runny. If it was really thick when you poured it out, it was probably condensed. My ratio might not be to everyone's liking. You drank 1-to-1. So you made it kind of like a latte. I guess. I guess maybe lattes have a higher ratio of milk to coffee, because it's like espresso with foam, with steamed milk poured on top. But 1-to-1. Yeah, usually my coffees are like... Because I have a drip coffee machine, so I will fill this and I will pour a tiny bit of cream into it. And that's it. So I don't do a lot. It's still less than most people use. True, yeah. So if you did a 1-to-1 though, I would imagine you used like filter coffee rather than an espresso, or you had a small cup. So faint bloodstains oozing through bandage, cuts and scrapes, ornate sheath with a knife missing, hand over face. Culprit is the House of the Eagle. Judging by the ornamented sheath, he is the scion of this family, wearing a bloody bandage under his shirt, and due to the missing knife in the sheath, he is clearly the murderer. Seems his heart is racing, and he's still wound up from the fight. He's trying to suppress it, but his body gives him away. He's on edge or he's remorseful. Now, I think he's genuinely remorseful. It was one of those... This is like an honor killing, right? This is one of those, like... This guy was, you know, coming on to my sister or something. I'm guessing this is gonna be the brother, and he was like, I'm gonna kill this fucker. Stay away from my sister, you filthy Brit. So it looks like the consequences of the actions are sinking in. Everything in his bearing indicates he is smitten with remorse for what he did. Yeah, this was a passionate moment. And then he was like, afterwards, fuck, what have I done? I don't think what we're seeing here, because we see that, you know, like the hives, that's stress. You don't get hives from fighting someone unless you're, like, really stressed out after it. And if he really just hated this guy and was like, I don't give a fuck, I killed him, he wouldn't be breaking out in hives. And the consumption of guilt, you know, stress and everything, hand over face. I'm going to go with he's remorseful. If you get actual cappuccinos or lattes, they give you one shot of espresso and the rest of the cup is milk. Yes, that's true. Of course, I mean, an espresso is also a lot more concentrated. That's the thing to bear in mind. An espresso shot is a very concentrated form of coffee. So if you get an Americano, for instance, it's usually a double espresso shot to so many ounces of water, you know, so they like pour hot water on it and it dilutes it down. And it becomes almost similar to, in terms of like, you know, concentration of coffee to water, like a drip-fed coffee machine, maybe a little bit stronger because of how they inject pressurized water into the coffee grounds in an espresso machine. Don't know, espressos ain't strong enough. I guess it's everybody's taste, you know, like, but it is more concentrated than drip-fed coffee, that's for sure. So, like, if you go 1-to-1 drip-fed, or if you go 1-to-1 on, like, espresso, ooh, that's going to be strong. That's a strong coffee. 1-to-1 milk to coffee or cream to coffee on a drip-fed machine is going to be weaker. Yeah, we're going to go with remorseful. Okay.
What are you staring at, you crazy woman?
I'm... Silently leave. I'll be going now. He'll be like, aha, I'm a man. And he'll be like, oh shit. Confront him.
So, here you are. The wounded eagle in its eyrie.
What the hell? An Englishman here?
Dressed
Why
as a
am I
woman.
dress?
I hate to interrupt you while you're struggling with your conscience. Perhaps you ought to have made peace with it before doing the deed.
My conscience is perfectly clear, Britt. Do you have any idea who you're talking to?
A murderer.
Indeed I do. You are the obedient son of this house. Obedient and wounded.
Achievement
Let me
unlocked.
explain.
I am Osai, son of Hassan. You are on my father's property, and you better stop all this jabbering nonsense.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I have every reason to believe that you were involved in the murder of Mark Ridley.
Are you accusing me?
I am. Whew. What were the means of the crime? Yes, you have the photograph of the knife stained in blood with a peculiar wooden pole. Yep.
That's right, I am. I recovered the murder weapon. It bears an eagle crest, the same crest that is so proudly displayed within your house.
And a proud house we are.
Anybody could have had
My
that
father
knife.
speaks for all Ottomans on this island. Remember that.
Regrettably, I failed to detect much pride in the callow way you ambushed the corporal.
What was the window of opportunity? Let's see. Hiding inside an empty chest, the assailant caught Mark Ridley off guard. A fight ensued. Despite being wounded, the assailant killed the corporal and pushed him out of the window and fled, leaving the blackmail money untouched. It was, because that's the thing as well, right? I don't think there was really any blackmail. I think the blackmail was to lure the guy out, and there was no blackmail involved. Because again, if it was about the money, I mean, obviously kill the guy to take the money, but this guy doesn't need money. He's rich. So that answers why he left the money behind. It wasn't just a panic of flight. Like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here, and he forgot the money. No. If it was to kill the guy and take his money, they would have taken the money. Killing the guy wasn't going to surprise them. Hell, you know. This guy didn't want the money. He's rich enough, so we will go with this. This was the window of opportunity.
It couldn't have been very comfortable for you inside that chest, waiting to catch the corporal off guard. Couldn't you find a better place to hide?
A real assassin would have been waiting in the rafters.
If you'll pardon the metaphor, he was a fishbone that became lodged in your throat. You had a strong motive to see him dead.
What was the motive? Oh, your sister. Let's see, though. Let's make sure there isn't anything else a little bit more obvious. No, it's definitely the letter that we have to go with. There's nothing else. Blackmail letter. Yeah, I think that's obviously... That's the red herring, right? That's the whole, like, you were blackmailing him. And it's like, so why didn't we take the money? No, it's the whole, hey, your sister and him were together and you hate that shit.
At the heart of this crime is a woman, Jalen. I wonder who she might be to you. Your wife? Unlikely. Your
Enough! Don't you dare say a word about my sister. It was he who led her to sin. That son of a dog, Mark Ridley. He spat on our traditions and brought shame to our family. His father promised us peace, but I knew how it would be. You feed the crow, it tears your eyes out.
So you risked the peace to right your honor.
I had no other choice. Not that you'd understand, Brit.
Wow, no need to, be like that, dude. What do we do about it, though? Do we arrest the dude, or do we say keep the peace? Because we know this is going to be bad. Like, the general is going to go on the warpath, knowing his brother is... knowing his son is killed by this guy, a member of the Hassan family. And the general takes the view of, these... situations like this family here keep the peace with the Ottomans, we Brits do our part over here, and that's that, right? So, and somewhere in between they find peace. Yeah. And this is Mycroft's mission. We've got to take the view of what would Mycroft want us to do. If we arrest this guy, Mycroft might be like, what the fuck have you done, you idiot? We'll be like, well, you're just a fucking murderer. Yeah. Spat on our tradition of wedding siblings together. I don't think it's about that. I don't think they have an incestuous thing going on. This is an honor thing. This is a white British guy, an infidel, is smitten with my sister, and we cannot have that. So, because they'll have plans for her that don't involve marrying her to the son of a British general. So, yeah, I don't think that's it. It doesn't matter what you do, Mycroft will call you an idiot. He will. He'll be like, what? We're like, whoa, sorry, Mycroft, fuck you. Come and do it yourself next time. I'm going to keep the peace.
I believe peace between our people to be more important than this terrible incident.
Just don't kill anyone again.
Well, then stay away from my family and never speak of this to anyone.
Wow.
I won't say a word to the police. It will only complicate matters.
I'm literally letting you go, and you're going to come at me with that?
You're not so stupid after all. Now get out.
Fuck you. Yeah, all right. Jesus. Well, that's the gratitude I get for not turning him in. All right. What an ungrateful freaking swine. Out of the way, child. Huh. Woman coming through. I mean...
Another knife.
What? Oh, those guys are... Oh, this guy's talking about... What does each knife in the pillar mean? Oh my god, could I have listened to this before doing this? Blood vengeance for the Imperial conquest, family honor, Sailed to Balkans, imprisoned. Old custom. That seems right. Hey, I got that right in the first try. Look at that. I'm learning. I really hate that mechanic, though. I'd love to be able to skip that as well. I'd jail him, but not because I don't like it. I'd do it just to disobey Mycroft. I was tempting as well. I was like, but really, does Holmes give a shit about Mycroft? I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you, Mycroft. He's going to jail. I mean, we've had a disagreement with Mycroft before, haven't we? About, like, you know, oh, but this was justice. And Mycroft be like, don't care. Some cruel traditions exist in our modern world. Jack Marja, or blood vengeance, is one of the most notable traditions in Cordona. People avenge honor and blood, most barbaric ways imaginable. Each knife in the pillar celebrates a successful revenge. It's frightening. It looks like a shrine of hatred and pain. The worst part that people can't undo this horrific consequence of this tradition are forced to live with them. Yeah. Case complete, pillar of knives. That's it. That was the final thing to complete the case. Anyway, we need to go report to Mr. Estevaux back at the house and let him know what's going on. Okay. Yeah. We've got that pinned. Oh no, Stream Error 2000. What a missed friend. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Don't miss out on the...
Let's have a look. What have you got for me? Chandelier and a screen. Oh, the pirate pistol. We got 89 monies. I am going to buy that. I am going to buy that. And I'm going to buy that.
May your purchase bring you joy.
There we go. Bought them all. Welcome back. So a 2000 error. Wow. That has not happened in a while. Okay. Yeah, so that the hand-me-down. So just so that people who've joined us and who missed this know, the pirate treasure quest, apparently we were looking into this. We're not soft locked because we weren't able to get in here, and I know we're not locked out because of any bugs. Over here is where we found the ruins with the skull of the old knight that we then found we took down to the river and buried when we were kids, and it was part of Holmes's grieving process, like might as well have been burying his dad and yada yada yada, right? So, and I came back to this area and ran around and there was nothing else here. So we know it's nothing to do with that place. I tried going over here to the entrance to this old fort and looking around, because we're supposed to head east and find the stone ark that protects the ancients. No idea where the fuck else we might be going. Yeah, so I'm lost on that one. I don't know where else I need to go, if we're anywhere even remotely close to where we need to be, but that's the next part of the riddle. Almost there. Let's not postpone. You're seeking an ark that's made of stone. Head east from the old ruins in capitalized letters. So the old ruins must be the name of a place. My friend, it guards the ancients till the end. The truth is out there. I know, right? But it's kind of annoying that I don't have anywhere on my map called the old ruins. We've got the old city. We have the Hava Watchtower. You know, I didn't actually try going from there to go east. But there's nothing on the map that kind of jumps out at me as like, oh, look, that's another word for this. But it's, you know, whatever. Like, there's nothing about that that really strikes me. We're seeking an ark made of stone that protects the ancients to the end. Head east from old ruins. Yeah, like, I have no idea. I was hoping that maybe an inspiration would strike me getting back into the game today, but nope. It guards the ancients until the end. Like, what are the ancients? That would be a clue. There's nothing on the map that strikes me as being ancient other than just everything here. But the ancients would be the temple with the, the shrine to the gods and the old brothers, right? So, yeah, don't know. Let's go just turn this in for now. I need a fast travel point. It's over there. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what we're looking for. Like, there's nowhere else on the map. All this is a lot more modern, newer stuff, whereas this is the old city, so the, like, an old ruin would be here, nowhere else. Okay. To the Holmes home, Stonewood Manor. Man, it is gloomy today. It was starting to get sunny, so I closed the blinds, and now it's getting dark again. I can't win. So if I just become like a big square of like blackness, well, if that happens, it's probably other problems, but still. Mr. Estevaux, hello.
Mr. Holmes, I trust your mission was successful?
Yes, while you stood here smoking.
Hardly the word I would use.
Wait, how did you know I'm Holmes? I'm in disguise.
What? How? Explain.
Blackmail was a ruse to kill Ridley, but I managed to track down the culprit. He comes from a very influential Ottoman family. All things considered, I chose not to turn him into the police.
I see. Your prudence is commendable, Mr. Holmes.
What will happen?
I'm sure Mycroft won't see it that way, though.
I'm just a
He'll be
piece on
like,
the
dude, that
ball,
was
same as
blackmail
you."
material.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to report to your brother immediately.
Honestly,
Yeah.
can't believe
I mean,
you
actually,
let
you know what?
I thought it was a
You
joke
can't, if
till
you
the very
turn...
end.
Yeah, well, if you turn in the killer, obviously, you can't really do anything with it then to blackmail anybody, can you? Mycroft will probably use that as political leverage.
A manor all to ourselves. Can you believe it, Sherry? I have so many ideas.
Yeah. Well, now we have a marker on the manor because I just picked up some more stuff. I didn't realize I actually had a quest about the Pillar of Knives. So that was weird to me. The Muse from Abroad we can do. I want to do this eel hunting next. We'll do these street magician things and, that kind of stuff a little later. But I will do this first, the eel hunt. So let's have a look. But also what's in here. There is a little thing. I think we do get a new quest after finishing this. I do remember reading something about that, because I was looking on Steam forums about people saying, how do I know when I've done all the quests? Because some of them you just pick up listening to conversations in the city. They're not marked until you get to them, and finally you can do something with it. So, and apparently, this guy's still waiting here. He's like, have you gone to the art gallery yet? No. Fake sailor. I have not. But we apparently get a letter from Mycroft. What is this?
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
You know what? Let me just put Holmes back in some freaking clothes, yeah? What about this one? The Mysterious Detective. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's a good look. Yeah, let's go with that. That's the Devil's Daughter outfit, right? That's the outfit they gave Holmes in The Devil's Daughter, which was a good game as well. But this is not related to this. This is a whole new telling. Alright, let's see. Is there a letter anywhere? Supposedly when you finish this mission, you get a letter. Ooh. This is new.
This book, where I kept my collection of coins, it used to be bigger.
What, the book or the collection? The book used to be bigger. No, you were just smaller, Holmes. A letter from Mycroft. Here we go. Little brother, you claimed you were bored and wanted to play a game. Well, I've created one that should hold your attention, as well as teaching you a thing or two about the world. I borrowed some of your precious coin collection, bastard, and have hidden, bastard, each one in a discreet place around the island. Bastard. You will have noticed the symbol drawn on this letter and the attached map. Your mission is to search the marked locations for the same symbol. This is pedestrian. You've given me a treasure hunt and given me the treasure map, you dingus. Do you think I'm that dumb? Near each, you will find a metal tube that contains a hint to help you recover one of your coins if you're able to retrieve them all. Come tell me what you have learned. I am eager to see how fast you can solve my little puzzles, Mycroft.
Oh, no. We won't let this stand, right, Sherry? I want to find my coins.
It's going to be difficult. The sands of time, you know? Some things may have changed, but you're right. We can't let Mycroft win.
No, we can't. We will find all of the coins and then we will choke him on them. No, I'm going to fill an old sock with them and I'm going to beat him with them and say, see, I found them! He hid part of my coin collection around the island. Started by my father and expanded by me. My brother claimed searching for them would be an experience. Educational. Unfortunately, I only managed to find a few of them before leaving Cordona for good, and the remaining coins are still scattered around the island. Oh, so this has been ongoing since we were kids? Boo. Right, well, we'll do the coin collection. Oh, God, they're literally marked on the map. Mycroft, you're making that too easy for me. Mycroft service mission. Your task is to capture Frederick Panzer, the boss of the Eel Gang. Our service has been led to believe that he can still be found in one of the warehouses in Silverton, though which one we cannot tell you. To be sure to assess the situation carefully. You have one chance at this. If you enter the wrong warehouse, he will escape. Right, yeah. Instructions for a good cover. To infiltrate the Eels, you shall have to disguise yourself as one of the gang. Safe bet would be a certain William Hart, also known as Ugly Face Billy. That was his wrestler name. He's a lesser-known brother of Bret the Hitman Hart. Then we had William Ugly Face Billy Hart. Didn't test very well with the focus groups, and they had to let him go eventually. According to our sources, he has recently faked his death and gone into hiding. You can find his obituary in the recent news from Silverton. We'll go look at that first and get some intel. Ugly face Billy Hart. Yes, they were a great tag team, you know. Like they did the triple tag team with Jim the Anvil Neihart and Bret the Hitman Hart and William Ugly Face Billy Hart. But Ugly Face Billy just didn't test well. Like they figured he was too ugly, you know, for TV. They were like, ew. But he went into management, you know, backstage shit, out of sight shit. By the way, Wolfie, can you show me what points of interests are under your house? What do you mean points of interest are under the house? You mean in the case book? Because I don't think I have anything specific. Oh, I have the empty house, if that's what you mean. Oh, you mean south of the house? Down here? Let's see. We've got the Church of St. Nicholas. And then we just have the... Oh! Really? Really, game? What? God damn it! Thank you. Really? I'm scouring the old city. Looking for that shit. And it's right here. We got work to do, guys. We have work to do. All right. All right, well then. That was a good way to to not spoil it for me. Oh, by the way, what's down by your house? Oh, these names here. Fuck. Mission accomplished. All right. Out of the way, child. I have treasure to get. All right. I'm looking all over the... I didn't look at every single point of interest and fast travel name on the map. I will say that. That's my failing. That was a fail by me to, you know, be thorough. Because I figured the old ruins would be in the old city. But no. No. It's down here, is it? Okay. Yeah, they said old ruins, so it must be some named place, Wolfie. Yes, I said that. I did say that. Don't you use my words against me and make me look dumb. How dare you? I don't need you using my words against me to make me look dumb. There are many ways to make me look dumb other than that. Because I am dumb. Oh my fucking god, there's actually a location called the Old Ruins. See, that's the problem. I was looking for a point of interest like this. I think I did actually scout around the map and be like, yeah, there's all these things, but none of them are called the Old Ruins. I'm pretty sure I did that at some point. Yeah. And I've never been down here, so because I ran around what I thought was most, if not all of the map before the second stream. I think it was. Or maybe it was after the second stream before the third, because I realized all of these dark grey buildings on the map were POIs. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go and get all of them. And then in the future, I know where everything is. This didn't interest me. I didn't know. Okay. So we need to head. Let's actually get to the Old Ruins first. And then we'll follow the trail from there. Am I going right? Yes, okay. Feels like a much longer. There's a fire here. Cool. Okay. Because maybe we need to be in the Old Ruins to go east into Arx. Protects the ancients to the end. Okay. So here's the Old Ruins. Hey, look, guys, I found the Old Ruins. I found them. How about that? Look at this. So heading east could be up here, actually. Could be. It's probably not. An ark made of stone. Ah! Ah! Over there, look. Alright. Huh! And... Huh! And... Huh! And... Huh! And... Huh! Not exactly Assassin's Creed. It is also dark grey. I guess it is, yeah, because they're really thin. It doesn't look it. You know, it doesn't look any different from that initially, but now I'm looking more intently. Yes, it is. I was looking for really thick, dark grey structures and thinking, oh, they're all special buildings. I should go know where they are now. Alright, stash. The stash. An ark made of stone. Oh! Oh, hello, hello. What are you? It's movable. Move it then. Unaided. Huge boulder just... Whoop. Excuse me. Last riddle. With old ruins beneath its feet, find a tree that treasures keep. You may find only one small detail, but that doesn't mean you have failed.
I always admire the way you notice such details.
In such moments, I often recall Mother's voice teaching us of the importance of the smaller details. The world hangs on small hinges, John.
Even the most chaotic miracle becomes sequential when you take a closer look. I remember.
He's moving it with his mind. Ooh. Thanks for phone for correcting mind into kind. His kind mind. That's what it is. Old ruins beneath its feet, a tree that treasures keep. So again, we have old ruins. Gotta find old ruins with a big freaking tree above them. So again, we're back to the old city. No, I don't think there's many big trees over there, though, right? Old ruins beneath its feet. I wonder if it's over here, though. Let's have a looky-loo. Let us see what we can see. Wasn't there a POI as a tree icon? If there is, I may not have found it, but let's just double check. I have a statue over there. There's the cafe. Those are the warehouses for the one we're going to go and do soon. There's also this up here as well. I don't think I went up there, did I? But there's no old ruins there. Then we'll go to the graveyard. But yeah, if there is, it's one I haven't found. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be one of those, you didn't run up and headbutt it yet, so you don't know it exists. You know? Like, fuck. So yeah, with old ruins beneath its feet, there'd be a tree of some kind. So I think to myself, it's going to be something prominent. It's going to be something like, you know, it could be in a central area like this, but I know that's just a little park. So, and there's not many old ruins here. This is all new stuff. So we're looking around the outskirts of a place. So that's why, like, this is on an outskirt, right? It's been built away from. And then this over here looks kind of similar in vibe. I know that's the graveyard, so it's not going to be in there. So it could be over here. Because this is like a park area, right? Over here. This is where we chased the elephant. I remember a tree icon, can't remember where it was, and no idea if it's even connected, since they said a massive tree, maybe. Yeah, you're probably thinking along the right lines. So guess what? We're not going to be doing the warehouses yet. We're going to try and finish this now. Now that we've made a little more headway. I'm going to go over here. Alright. Because until I've cleared a bunch of these side quests, I don't want to get too far, like, ahead of myself. If you know what I mean. In terms of, like, main quest to side quest ratio. So we're doing a little bit of cleanup these last couple of days. Look, see, there's old ruins, look. There's some old ruins, and that's where we lost the elephant. But the old ruins there are not at the feet of the tree. So that's probably not it. But here we have some ruins. Goliath. Okay. So that's something to do with the elephant. Did the guy used to bring the elephant over here? Or is that where the elephant is now? Is that where it got moved to? Because we know someone else took Goliath over, right? We know someone else has Goliath. Oh, boy. Oh, no. What is this awful shit? Ooh, key! Someone just making their dinner, I guess. Someone's having goat for dinner. Yeah. Alright, well, no thing here, though. Alright. It's not there. There's no point of interest popped up. And then there's these ruins here, but there doesn't seem to be a tree that I would consider that the ruins are at the feet of, if you know what I mean. Let me in. Let me in. There's no climbing, though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm stuck in invisible wall hell here. Yeah. And we can't go any further along. Oh. Oh. Why are we getting... Okay. Don't know why that happens, but that's weird. Yeah, I wouldn't say that any of this kind of screams what I'm looking for. What's down here? Is this a bandit lair?
Did you hear? Another sin.
Why the sailor drowned? Ships arrive, harbor, beach by the cemetery, saw ghosts? Nope. Selling moonshine? Nope. Work of a siren, lost shipments, police at the place. So work of a siren and police at the place are yes. We need those.
Did you hear?
Ah, beach by the cemetery, work of a siren, harbor, lost shipments, police at the place, yeah. Okay. Alright. Sailor was found drowned on the beach by the cemetery. People are talking about sirens, just superstition. Sometimes the leading statement is not lining up with what you're supposed to do. It's like, find out why he drowned. Police at the place has nothing to do with why the guy drowned. But I'm supposed to know that I'm supposed to choose that? Like, obviously there's going to be police there, that people know someone drowned. I expect the police there. That seems like irrelevant information. So that's why I don't like this mechanic sometimes, is it's not clear what I'm meant to be, like, ticking off. When you were fast traveling from the old ruin, there was treasure in the middle of the screen. Was it from another quest or something? There is another treasure hunt quest, yes. There is, like, the Cordona Chamber of Commerce scavenger hunt, which I haven't done. We do have one of those. Where is it? Treasure Island, Stage 1. So there's these, you know, where it's like, find these monuments and places and stuff. Short bridges, long bridges, carriage in a yard, you know, stuff like this, right? That, like, how the fuck am I going to know where that is? What about that? How am I going to know where that is? You know what I mean? Like, I've left that for now until I can be bothered to really, really grind it out and look at it in any seriousness. So we're going to drown sailor down by the beach. I will leave that case alone until we at least get fed up of trying to do this one still. That one I'll pick up another time. Where else could we possibly find old ruins then with a tree that like overlooks it? A prominent tree of some kind. Nothing's really jumping out at me here, I'm going to say. Again, it's one of those, like, you need to know the map very well. in order to find some of these. There is all this greenery up here as well. Maybe in there somewhere there's like a big tree. Because it sounds to me like this tree is going to be like a huge tree that stands tall above other trees. And I don't remember seeing anything like that specifically in here. So this is in the cemetery. I want to try checking out this area over here. Can I go in there? Yes, I can. Okay. I can go up here. This looks a particularly interesting tree, but it's not that one. The Emperor's Aqueduct. Okay. See, the way that the thing is worded, it makes me think that there's a tree on a hill above ruins. What if they mention the tree as it just stands alone and not so much near greenery? It could be. Yeah, like... In which case, it could be anywhere. Looking at the map isn't going to help us figure out where it is. It's going to be one of those we have to stumble upon it and go, ah, there, look at this big tree here. So maybe I should again just leave this alone for now. But I tend to think that the riddle should at the very least have some kind of, you know, relation in some way to a place on a map that you can look. Otherwise, how the hell are you supposed to figure it out other than just running headlong into it one day and going, oh, look, it's there, you know. Oh, wait a minute, though. There is a thing there. Okay. Okay. Can I get to that real quick? I can't, can I? There is a coin here too. I'll do the coin quest another day. I'll run around and specifically just do that. I like to focus on one thing at a time. Not try to do 3 quests at once, 3 cases at once, you know. So maybe it is back there. Maybe it is in the area. Maybe those are the ruins that it's talking about, and it's in the area. And that there's a tree. Is it this tree? Oh, god damn it.
To dungeons old and caverns deep.
Treasure stash! I'ma lose my shit.
Wait, what? Is this Mother's magnifying glass?
Oh.
How did it end up here? What happened?
Sherry, you really need to learn to let miracles happen. The whole world is one big, unresolved, chaotic miracle.
But they will become sequential if you take a closer look. I do remember what Mother told us, but that explains nothing.
Just let things happen, alright? Besides, this little miracle will look perfect in our manor, don't you think?
So we went through all that to get Violet's magnifying glass. Oh boy. It's his famous magnifying glass, yeah. Alright. Well, I have a little bit of money, but I'll save it for now. Right, we are eventually going to get back to the main quest, but for now we're going to do the eel hunting. We need to go do this. So we need to go to the Chronicle, which is there, yep. And look for the obituary for the guy who faked his death. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Coming in. Hello. I'm working on that thing right now that you gave me from Mycroft. Just FYI. So we need recent news. Obituaries, and we have Silverton. There we go. William Hart's obituary. Died in a tragic accident in Silverton at the age of 29. Loving father, upstanding citizen. No, he isn't. Leaves a wife and 5 children to mourn his passing. Okay. New entry from John's diary, and this here. So am I supposed to disguise myself? I guess. We have the picture there. So we need the open shirt and we need scars. Well, I have the burn scars, but we need an open shirt. That's a good point. We didn't actually buy these, did we? But we have them. I rented that for free. So that's interesting, that because that was the thing I was going to look at, whether or not we lose these items once we took them off. I don't know how the rental system works. Maybe if we rent another outfit, we lose this one. Like, we can only have one rental at a time. We have to turn one in order to get the other. I don't know. Upstanding citizen. When there's crime to do, he stands up and does it. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. Okay, well, I'm going to need a clothing shop. There's one over there. So if we can disguise ourselves as this guy, we can at least snoop around, but we need to know where this guy is before we take him down. If we go to the wrong warehouse, he's gonna flee.
Extra, extra! Robin's finally put in cage. The entirety of the Robin's gang, including their leader Lucky Joe, finally arrested.
Not so lucky.
Interested in some Cordona news?
Yeah, this was to do with the Oh, there's 2 newspapers. Robin's put in a cage. Yep, I'll buy that. Ridley rubbed out.
Check the front page. You won't regret.
I bet I won't. Let's have a look. In one fell swoop, the entirety of the Robbins gang were today arrested, including the famous leader, Lucky Joe. The hoodlums have been charged with multiple cases of blackmail, robbery, illegal bookmaking, and murder. The police raid revealed a vast collection of incriminating materials that the gang used to extort the rich and powerful. Due to the sensitivity of the documents, the defendants will be facing trial in a closed court, with the blackmail material subsequently destroyed. I'm sure. It's almost weird. It's like Moriarty challenged us to these problems. He stole blackmail material from the astronomy professor guy, right? The cosmologist dude. He stole that blackmail material that he wanted, and yet in the same time he handed us something. He handed us the gang, because he used them, framed them for murder, and as a means of getting the documents. That's so Moriarty, and I love that kind of shit. It's like, dude, that's cool. It's like, yeah, but look, I gave you a criminal gang. I literally gave you the opportunity to arrest them. Even if you figured out later they didn't do the murder, you got them. And you got all the other bad shit they did. I'm helping. What's wrong with me being rewarded for my help? You know, like, it's pretty cool. He didn't just do something and then walk away and was like, "Ah, you didn't stop my crime." It's like, no. What I did was supposed to help you. I was helping you solve crime.
Pick what you like.
All right, here we go. Here's the clothing stall.
Come closer and try something on. The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
These are local clothes for local people. Yes. All right, we need something like that, don't we? We need the open shirt. Are there any other types? No. Should I buy it? Do we think? 15? Justice depends on what beliefs, benefits the Queen. true. Although I think Moriarty having information about the fleet deployments in the Mediterranean is not really going to help Her Majesty in one way or bit, but anyway. Alright, so we've got that. He has no facial hair, but he does have, like, the scar, which we have. We already have the burn scar. So I just need that one item of clothing, is this one. Let me see what happens if I rent it.
Please.
Yeah, so we lose the other one. Okay, we lost we didn't lose that unless we rent another piece of headgear. Okay, good. Now I understand how the rental system works. Because I was like, if you take it off, do you lose it? But no. It's when you rent a different piece, you lose the one you're currently renting. So we don't need to buy the clothes. That's good.